Hello, welcome back. This is A from High Five Sci Vibes Tarot. I will do my spills as I shuffle because usually I take jump cards. And let's save time with those jump cards while waiting for those jump cards. Anyway, this is your daily tarot spread, past, present, future, and the fourth card would be the advice. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps tomorrow's message is the one for you. If you are here for a love reading, I do a love reading for every zodiac. I would link it, and by the end of this video, I would link it by the end of this video to your zodiac readings, and please feel free to look through the playlist for your zodiac sign. I feel like getting your present energy. This is opulence, luxury, getting the fruits of your labor, enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying perhaps in the past you have made that decision to delay gratification. So right now has come, the time has come for you to enjoy, to feel that quote unquote luxury, which could be just getting out of the house, which has nothing to do with errands, maybe a walk in the park, or maybe buying that bed sheet that you have been eyeing on for the longest time. The fruits of your labor is starting to show up, and perhaps you are cherishing it, you're enjoying the moment, and you pick from it, pick from the tree of abundance during this December and enjoy what you have been working on throughout the year. Oh, wonderful. I like to see this opulent and luxurious vibe right now in your present vibe, in your present spread, because in the past you could have lost everything, and maybe everybody does, but it is very much applicable in you, with you right now, because perhaps everything feels like perhaps you have felt left out in the cold in the past, and perhaps you just feel like nothing is fruitful, nothing bears fruit, and you are sulking over the fact that you can't move, you can't pursue what you have planned, almost getting you feeling lazy, almost bringing you to depression, if I may say. And you know that feeling that you just can't move out of your bed, or you don't want to move out of your bed, you don't want to wake up anymore, you don't want to move, you don't want every morning, you hate mornings. Perhaps that was your state in the past, and something perhaps happened between that period up until this moment, up until this December. Perhaps you have pushed through and made that effort, made that you tried it, you just tried. You just tried your best to do something about your situation, and with baby steps, look at you right now. Such a wonderful card to get by the end of the year. This time around, wherein the Christmas spirit is starting to grow. The air smells like pine trees. And you are starting to feel that it's like the universe, or your spirit guides has lifted you, has lifted you out of that deep slumber, has lifted you up, and then right now you are starting to see how life is wonderful. Perhaps you're also thinking that life is wonderful, I should share, I should pay it forward, and it's a wonderful time to be alive. Perhaps you have channeled that gratitude towards just being alive and being alive during a pandemic. Okay, the universe wants you to be careful of, maybe it has something to do with those finances or with that financial savvy vibe. You may have reached, perhaps in the past you were in the bottom, and right now you are on top, and perhaps the universe invites you to be careful of that vibe, of that energy being on top, because you run the risk of just staying where you are, not making conscious choices. Just, you run the risk of that stagnation. There is a stagnant vibe and losing direction, not knowing where to go. What is the advice of the universe? This could be temperance. I don't have the card yet, but or justice. I don't have the card yet, but I strongly feel that what the universe wants you to know is to strike that balance. You have the energy in the past of sulking over things, sulking over perhaps petty things, petty stuff, and something happened in between that period in the past and this period. Perhaps there was just a windfall of money. Sorry if I stutter. English is not my first language, and please bear with me. Anyway, there must be something that happened from that period of time towards this period of time, wherein there was just a windfall of money, or as I've mentioned, just hard work, results of your hard work. You are now reaping the benefits, cultivating what you have sown. But in the future, you run the risk of stagnation, of not doing anything, of not wanting to grow, of going back to this energy of sulking, of depression, and of not doing something that is for the growth of your soul, and even for the growth of, if this is something to do with the business. Perhaps you will grow your business, you will grow your money, but you would just stay where you are because you have fears that this will happen again, or fears of the unknown. You don't want to make that choice, you don't want to take that leap, you don't want to take that risk, just because you fear that this energy might happen to you again. So what does the universe wants you to know? The universe wants you to know that you are protected, and whatever that has to happen, whether it is that burning Mordor, Lord of the Rings Mordor, you're going to Mordor. I was listening to a podcast last night, and the speaker was talking about something about passion, and that fear that is hindering us towards what we want to do, towards our soul growth. And I resonate with what he said, that if you feel fear, if you feel that nervousness in any kind of endeavor, that means that you are still growing, and that you are still giving yourself what you need, giving yourself that necessary nudge, and you are actually helping yourself towards your self evolution. It's a good thing. If you don't fear anything anymore, then that means you are not growing and you are not giving yourself a chance to discover more. There's so much more to discover about life. Oops, there you go. Advice. It speaks of it's two of pentacles, juggling, work life balance. See, it's all about balance. See that, as I've mentioned a while ago, I've mentioned that perhaps it's justice or temperance that will pop out, but we have here two of pentacles, which also speaks of balance. Perhaps you're invited to balance those unwanted energies, those depressive energies. Work on it. I'm not saying that you need to sweep it under the rug. What I'm saying, quote unquote, work on it, is to acknowledge those feelings, befriend your feelings, get to know them, have that self-awareness, so you would know how to perhaps self-talk and emotional management. And it has that vibe of a bipolar. It has a bipolar vibe. Your whole reading has that bipolar vibe, wherein you are in a depressive phase and then you are now on mania, and then in the future you have those fears um of not taking action anymore, just because you fear both of these energies, you fear both of these feelings. So you have here the advice from the universe is to strike that balance between that analytical self and those overwhelming feelings, or perhaps just balance those overwhelming feelings of negative and positive thoughts. Perhaps you don't have to choose, but it could be part of the struggle, but getting by just striking that balance one day at a time. I've mentioned to my friend one time that I may be a balanced person, well balanced person, but I'm not immune to self pity too. So what I do in those moments of self doubt, low self esteem, and not wanting to just move, I give myself a hug, even virtually or spiritually or energetically, and then I acknowledge. You invite your feelings for a cup of tea. You talk to them, and then what's up? You ask them what's up, what's going on, or journal, and then release it out to the universe. That way, if it means that if you need to do it every day, I do it every day. If you need to do it every day just because you feel down every day, just do so. You don't have to do it every week or every month or for a long period of time. And when you feel sad every day, it doesn't mean that you are broken. So if do it every day if it need be, and no time frame for healing. I have been saying a lot through this reading, but I hope I make sense through that balance. And I hope I'm not offending anyone by saying that this has a bipolar vibe, because it really does. And there's just some sense of that awareness that balance can be done. So more guidance through the link in the description box below. You will be redirected to my blog, wherein you would see more oracle guide, more, just one, I think this one, oh no, two oracle guidance cards for you to be guided through this reading. And please subscribe if you want to be updated with more readings, more zodiac love readings. I will link it perhaps in the playlist at the end of the video. Okay, thank you for being here, and bye.